When people think about sound reinforcement systems, this is what mainly comes to mind. Loudspeakers, and lots of them. Loudspeakers are actually just the final link in a chain of command that begins with instruments and voices being converted into electrical signals by microphones and instrument amps. These individual sounds were then channeled into a mixer for processing and blending, and then the unified mix was fed into an amplifier. What turns all this back into stuff you can hear, i.e. back into acoustic energy, are loudspeakers. What do you really need to know about loudspeakers? Without wishing to minimise the incredible science of loudspeaker design, basically 3 things. What's in them, what's driving them, where you put them. In other words, this scene is just going to explore what makes loudspeakers tick, and what you really need to know and what you can do to get the best out of them. Sound is produced by waves or audio frequencies of many different lengths, from the highs of a triangle to the lows of a bass synth. The human ear interprets these as sound. Frequencies that come as a series of fast repeating patterns we interpret as high-pitched sound, and those that come as a series of slow repeating patterns as low-pitched sounds. Waves with large peaks and troughs we hear as loud, frequencies that are more ripple than something you'd want to surf on as quiet. In the microphone scene we saw how transducers convert acoustic energy into electrical energy. So to answer the first question, what's in a loudspeaker, the main element in a loudspeaker is the driver, which is also a transducer. Only this time the transducer converts electrical energy back into acoustic energy. These drivers are then mounted into speaker cabinets or enclosures. Simple. Well, not quite, unfortunately. Obviously you want your audience to hear everything from the high highs of a ride cymbal to the thump of a kick drum. The problem is that individual drivers are really only capable of producing something in the region of a 3-octave range of frequencies. A single driver is then not going to cut it if you want to deliver a full, rich sound that covers the complete audio spectrum. The answer is to use several drivers, each tailored to reproduce a certain slice of that audio spectrum. Sometimes you'll find 2 or more drivers in a single enclosure, then referred to as a 2-way or 3-way design. And in more sophisticated sound reinforcement systems, you may find several different enclosures, each containing a specific type of driver, like these subwoofer cabs. There are also, it has to be said, many different types of cabinet, from designs where the drivers are pointing straight out, mounted in essentially a simple empty enclosure, to ones where sound is reflected within the cabinet or even travelling through a whole series of chambers before being projected out beyond the speaker grille. We'll let these individual designs convince you, or not, as to whether their particular stylings will do the best job for you. And don't be afraid by this. No one design is best. Sound, as can so many other things in life, can be delivered in a great many ways. Whether you're using single cabs with multiple drivers, or multiple cabinets with individual sized drivers, what you are trying to achieve is a balanced and complete representation of the audio picture.